We're here at eRetail Europe 2016 with Gary Murray. He is Google Retail Director with AdBirds. You worked for Nike, Asics, and other sports apparel brands. So channel conflict is a big issue for brands going direct, right?
Yeah, that's one of the most difficult topics to really kind of pin down. Because a lot of the big brands, most of the big brands really started off as wholesale businesses, have then moved into retail, and in more recent years possibly moved into e-commerce. Yeah, I mean, I've been involved in a lot of discussions around actually how all those sales channels actually work and fit together.
So if you got a blank sheet or like carte blanche, what will you do?
To solve channel conflict, a carte blanche. You know what? I think it's really about being open about what the conflicts are, getting involved in discussions early as possible, and really working with each other. The heads of each channel together. To work out what the brand strategy is going to be and how you communicate across all three channels. Ultimately, I don't think the consumer really cares that much, so they're just looking for really consistent messaging.
Yeah, because the consumer probably doesn't care, but the retailer, it feels like his business is being, interrupted maybe. So, what do you think is something that? What is the past? Because you say communication, but if I say to them, I'm gonna do this, and this is what I'm gonna do, is that communication or is it something else?
That's one message as part of a communication for sure. That's probably not the message that you want to really give your partners. But I think again it's a case of looking at the facts and actually looking to see, what is the actual impact on brands and retailers of brands going online. I think there's a lot of examples out there. An employer of mine, Nike, is one of them, where actually they use their own information from their own online platforms to feed that information and actually to help their retailer platforms actually grow themselves. So there definitely can be some relationships and some good partnerships there.
In your experience, are there retailers that suffer from brands going direct, or is it sort of, are there the weaker retailers or the retailers who don't have their their act together?
It depends on your definition of suffer, I guess. I think the world is changing. There's no, and the retail market is changing. There's no doubt about it. And I think every retailer, modern day retailer, would acknowledge that. And you just need to look at maybe some big retailers recently in Holland, where we are here in Amsterdam, that didn't really look at those facts and didn't put any strategies in place to deal with it. And they're the ones that have suffered already. I think as long as you acknowledge it and you deal with it and you work with the brands as well as your own partners, then you can grow along with everyone else.
Thank you.
Thank you.